You're watching Two Button Crew,
the daily show for Nintendo fans.
This is Simeon.
And this is Scott.
As in, this is, not this is.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is Scott.
Yeah. This is Scott. This is Simeon.
Welcome to the show. It's a Mario Kart day.
Indeed it is.
Thanks for our viewers asking for this episode. We love episode requests.
We do.
Get them in. Put them in.
Put them in.
Put 'em down.
We won't run out of ideas, but the ideas that we have may not be that good. I'm sure yours are better.
What are the best Mario Kart tracks of all time?
I guess we're going to have to talk about them.
Oh, I wasn't prepared for that.
Oh.
Just kidding. Yes, I was.
We actually write stuff down. We don't just make everything up on the spot. Not everything.
Yeah. Let me access my Mario Kart memory banks.
I think this one was cool.
Well, whenever you see our eyes shifting down, well, that's what we're doing. Just don't watch for it too much. It's distracting. The DS Tock clock was really fun, both in the DS game and when they put it in Mario Kart 8. I enjoyed that track a lot. Everything is moving. Like, it's hard to find a part of that stage that isn't moving because it's all the inner workings and they snuck in some outer workings, like the hands. You can drive over the hands, and they're at different times. You know, it might be one cool thing if the hands were pointing to the actual time of day that it was, but that's not it.
No.
They just move, which is actually cooler. Also, there's like cogs and gears from the clock. You know that phrase. Everything's working like a
Clockwork.
Like clockwork.
Yeah.
The course works like clockwork. And it overall, just because of how everything's moving, it feels like you're in Hogwarts. Like the staircases are on the move.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Now,
Exciting.
I think I've played this track once, but only on the Wii U version. I didn't have the DS version.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever played the DS version. So thank you for sharing this one with me.
Snaking is the only thing you have to know.
Yeah, snaking. Snake in the clock.
Yep.
So, I'm kind of partial to the Super Nintendo version.
I know you are.
I really like the way it controls, and not many people play it. So, I think it's a lot of fun. One of my favorite tracks, or some of my favorite tracks, I should say, because they remix a lot of them throughout the game, is the Ghost Valley tracks. Now, in the Super Nintendo version, there's a lot of tracks that are, like, annoying. Like, if you come to, was it Donut Valley or whatever, with the nasty chocolate-looking tracks, those are all terrible. You don't want to play those. You get to those and you're like, I hate this track.
If chocolate looks nasty, you're doing it wrong.
Yes, you're doing it wrong. So, Super Ghost Valley, or the Ghost Valley tracks from the Super Nintendo version are some of my favorites because it's a unique setting. It takes you back to being in the ghost house like in Super Mario World, and it's not overly frustrating like a lot of the tracks are. You know, sometimes you'll run off the ledge into oblivion, but most of the time you're just going over planks, and the sound of going over the planks is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
it's a cool effect. It was a 3D game.
It is.
On a console that was not 3D, so...
And it worked.
Yeah. I also like the Wii Grumble Volcano. So, this was also put into Mario Kart 8, and I enjoy a lot of the Mario Kart 8 stages, and they adapt them well from previous games, like this one. It's just really exciting, because the course kind of dissolves lap by lap. The mountain is cracking and crumbling, and you get less and less course to drive on each time. You gotta watch out. You gotta drift sharper, harder and stuff. So it's very good. It's got a cool atmosphere about it.
Indeed. Why don't you go again with your next one, because I have fewer.
Thank you. I also really enjoy the Wii U Excitebike Arena. This was added in by DLC.
I haven't played it yet.
They started giving nods to other racing games, which was awesome. So it's a Mario Kart stage that is different every single time you play it, unless you play it over 200 times. There are 200 different configurations.
That's insane.
Not just that, they put a randomizer into this. They put a jump randomly. No, someone made 200 versions.
That's crazy.
So it's a nod back to Excitebike, and I am an Excite fan of the series, so it's cool to see it live on in Mario Kart.
That is awesome. My next one is the Bowser Castle 1 from the Super Mario Kart Super Nintendo version.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, this was one that was remixed 2 or 3 more times, but the first one was the best one.
You're saving on assets.
It's a pretty boring game when you look at all the tracks. It's like, oh, there's only really 5 different tracks. But this one was a lot of fun. There was a lot of sharp turns, a lot of good corners, and it also had the lava, which was really fun.
Nice.
And also the thwomps. Now, Star Road in the Super Nintendo version had really, really annoying thwomps that if you even touched them, you would spin out and stop.
Wow.
Whereas these ones, you just, run into them like a normal thwomp.
Thwomps
So
with different properties, huh?
Yes.
Interesting.
They even thought of that back then. But this one was unique. It had a fair challenge, and it had a unique feel to it. It made you feel like you were in Bowser's Castle, whereas the other ones were mostly, you're at the beach or something. This one was a really cool setting.
Speaking of Bowser's Castle, I think there have been a lot of really good ones. They're pretty much all fun. It's fun to get to that point far along in the game. But they really nailed it on the Wii U. There's this giant Bowser statue that it comes to life, and the entire stage is pretty much like anti-gravity.
Yes.
Twisting and turning throughout Bowser's castle. And the statue is my favorite moment because you have this risk-reward decision to make, because he's either pounding on one side or the other, which makes a lot of ripples in the stage, and it's a hard turn to make and to avoid that fist. But if you choose the pounding path, you can make jumps and get boosts off of the ripples.
Right.
So it's an exciting time.
And this track is a lot of fun. I have played this one a lot.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorites.
I've also got fond memories of the N64 Calamari Desert.
Yes.
Played that one a lot with my neighborhood friends growing up on the 64, and it was just quite the hoot, like getting stuck behind that train, because there's very few racing courses where there's obstructions that will just make you take a dead stop.
Yes.
But we've all got items, so it was very strategic when we're piled up behind this train when to use the items. Of course, it's fun to just let them loose, but if you wait until the train is almost gone and then you make someone spin out or hit them with a shell, then you can actually get a little bit of a head start back into the race. So
now, if you had a star, could you just blaze through the train? I'm not familiar enough with this track.
I don't know. I was so young. I don't know how smart I was back then. I've heard that the train course is actually a little bit longer than the stage itself, but there's some kind of glitch where you can skip a lap or something. So
Ooh,
I don't know.
fancy.
Look into that yourselves, guys.
Yes, don't take our words for it. The Wii Coconut Mall is one of my absolute favorites.
Why is that?
And it's because, first of all, the environment is fun. I think that you had to have that with any Mario Kart game. You had to have a fun environment for the track to be fun.
The music.
The music.
The decorations.
The branching paths are fun. You can go up the escalator or stay on the lower level. That's a lot of fun. Lends to a lot of strategy. And one of the most fun things about this is near the end of the lap, you have these Miis from your Wii who are driving cars, and they get in your way and make you, flip out or whatever.
Oh, that's right.
And it is so much fun, like running into one of those cars and dying, and then like blaming the person whose Mii it is that ran you over.
Norris.
Yeah, like, Chuck Norris, why did... Oh, of course you wouldn't question Chuck Norris, of course. But it was you. Scott, why did you have to be such a bad driver?
Yes.
Why do you have to be so bad at parking at the mall? So
sounds like a regular trip to the mall.
It does.
In real life with
they faithfully recreated it.
Complaining about my driving.
Yep.
I really like the Hyrule Circuit.
Yes.
Again, crossovers in Mario Kart. That was awesome. Just another reason the DLC is so fine. But I think it's the best crossover of them all. The coins are rupees. You get the rupee sound as you're collecting them. It's just awesome to see Hyrule in 1080p high definition, blazing by at 60 frames per second, weaving out in and out of Hyrule Castle. They've got the orchestral music. They've even got the lens flare, bathing Hyrule Field at sunlight. They did it right. They did it.
You're making me want to play it because, again, this is one that I haven't played yet.
Ooh,
So.
gotta come over.
Yes, indeed.
And the nice last touch at the end of the stage is they've got those Zelda versions of piranha plants, whatever those are called. The
Dekus.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Where Deku sticks come from. That's right. So this has been the best Mario Kart tracks of them all.
Yes, maybe someday we'll do the worst, but obviously it's that one nasty chocolate-looking one from the original.
So we're going to do something we've never done before. Click through at the end of this episode to watch a little beef we need to settle about Mario Kart, which games are horrible and which ones we feel the need to defend. Isn't that right, Simeon?
That's right, because we have a disagreement here.
A little extended bit that's not going to show up on our channel, so this is your chance. Click away. Indeed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the crew.
Don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe, and most of all, to share.
See you next time, or in a few seconds.
Signing out.